babe, can you tell the ladies some ways that men test women in dating?
Well, there's so many ways that men test women in dating. But ladies, I'll give you three common ways.
And for those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
So we dated for marriage for 8 months, and then we got engaged, and we went through this as well because men are men at the end of the day.
Number 1, sending a text late at night. What happens so often is when you're getting to know someone, one way that men test you is to see, okay, is she responding to my late text? Does she have a boundary set in place where she's not allowing me to text at any time? Because what happens is men will say, okay, I've been busy most of the day. I'm just texting you at night because I just got free, but didn't talk to you the entire day, right? Just text you at night, try to see if you're available, see what your response is. It's a subtle way that men test women just to see first if they'll respond, then if they do respond, how they respond. Are they receiving, just having a conversation, or do they let us know that this isn't a good time to text? Text me between business hours. So that's the first way that men test women's boundaries.
I have a question about that though, because we don't want to respond. This is business hours. But what is a nice feminine energy way for women to respond that, this is a bit late for me? I'll give you my answer after we hear your answer.
Well, the best way to respond to a late text is in the morning, right?
Okay.
Don't respond that night. Don't let them know that night, okay, I'm busy. I'm sleeping. Don't text me now. That lets us know that you're happy we text, right? But you don't want to come off real easy. So responding that night in any way still lets us know that we have the okay to text you at night. Not responding the next day and saying, I don't think it's appropriate to text after certain hours. This is the hours that I'm available. We'll respect it more than responding that night.
Yeah, and you want to make it fun and light, especially if this is the first time doing it. Yeah. You don't want to be super direct and stern and only contact me between this and this and this and this. No, don't be like that, okay? You can make it fun and be just make a joke out of it. But exactly what he said, just don't respond. You're busy, you're expensive. Your time and energy is expensive. Your hormones are expensive. You are not up to all hours of the night talking to a man on the phone. Okay, he needs to make a date.
Exactly.
And put a ring on your finger. Then he can talk to you as much as he wants.
You just don't want to get him in. You don't want to be in bed with the guy the first night, even if it's on the phone, right? You're in bed, he's in bed. You don't want that to be the vibe of the relationship.
No pillow talk.
Exactly, not the first night pillow talk. Number 2, contacting last minute, right? So you've been talking to the person, you decided to go on a date maybe, or to meet up, and we said we're going to meet up at 7 after work. It's 6 o'clock. You haven't heard from him all day. Then he reaches out to you last second while he's on his way, just confirming that everything is good, letting you know he's on his way. That means that even though he actually asked you out on a date, he didn't think enough of you to just check in with you, right? Because things change. You just want to make sure you may want to ask a few questions or whatever the case is. But going the whole day not contacting you if you plan on meeting up until 30 minutes, an hour before is a way that we test to see, okay, I didn't reach out to her. Let's see if she's still going to go on this date. Let's see how she responds, because most likely, if he didn't reach out to you all day, he's not super serious about you. So he wants to see, okay, can we get this to the bedroom quicker than later, right? So.
And also, ladies, a lot of times men are used to women coming after them, because a lot of women are in their masculine chasing mode. So they're ready, they're available, especially if they're really into the guy. And so even if he's giving you breadcrumbs, you're like, okay, let's do it. Or he's smooth talking you, but you have trained him that that is okay. And so that's going to continue on in the relationship. So you really have to have that standard and boundary. Once again, the feminine energy way, you're not triggered, you're not bothered, you're not giving attitude. No. You're not lecturing, cussing him out. You're not giving a cold shoulder. The feminine energy way of responding to that is you are so warm in your energy, but you already got plans, babe. Like your schedule is booked. You know, like hopefully you're rotationally dating, you have other things that you're doing, or you're just busy. So when you talk to him, it's like, sorry, babe, I'm busy. You don't have to tell him what's going on, but like, I have another date planned. I have something else going on. And you're saying it in a warm, fun way. He's gonna be like, okay. You're saying it without saying it, that he can't screw around with you.
No, that's a great point. Number 3, sending pictures, right?
Ooh.
So guys will ask that for a couple of reasons. All right. So one of the first reasons guys ask is because they just want to see what you're willing to do. Right? See if you're willing to do something outside of what's on the website, you know, if you met online, outside of, you know, him seeing you, because it's like, okay, I have 1,000 pictures online, or you saw me in person, so you know how I look. We'll do it because we want to see if we're special, like, okay, I'll send you an extra picture. Right? Or to see what type of picture you're sending, right? Because most guys won't ask for a nude, they won't ask for a picture that's revealing. But based on what you're showing them, if you send a picture in a bikini, right? You send a picture with your butt out, you send a picture, you know, showing a lot of cleavage, then the conversation changes, right? So most guys would rather just ask and see what you send, right? Than to ask for a specific type of picture, because now if they ask for a specific type of picture, they know, you know what they're on. Right, you know what their motive is. So most guys are just asked to see what you send, if you send it, right? And if you don't, if he's interested, he'll still continue to pursue you, right? If he just wants one thing and you don't send it, then he may start to back up. But your response kind of dictates the next step in the relationship.
And like keeping it all the way real, like this is what we went through. Right? You know, asking for pictures and not saying what type of picture, but ladies, like, you're not sending promiscuous photos to some guy that you don't know. He's not your husband. He has to earn that stuff. You can send him a nice friendly photo and that's about all he's getting. Okay? And once again, you're not triggered, you're not bothered. Even if he's trying to take that text messaging conversation to another level, you have your boundaries. Okay? And boundaries are things that you're embodied in. You're not convincing him. So that's why you don't need to be triggered about it. Okay, you're just not doing it, right? You're steering the conversation in another direction. And a man that is respectful he'll back off, and like he knows, I can't do this with this girl.
That's so true.
And a man that is like triggered by that and becomes emotional and starts being manipulative about it, he is not your guy. So don't even talk to him anymore. It's fine.
And just another note for ladies regarding even pictures. What you have to think about, even though that initial conversation may be, you know, just perfect, right? You could have met her online, you could have met in person. That first conversation, just so much chemistry, right? Your favorite word. So much chemistry with it, right? Which chemistry means nothing when we talk about in a feminine energy.
Chemistry means nothing, ladies, but that's another conversation.
Exactly. But one thing you have to think about is this picture, no matter how cool this person is, this picture is out there, they have it forever. And if this ends up not being the person that you're with, are you okay with them having that picture if you decide to send them one? Right? Good. So that's something that ladies can think about before just sending, you know, any type of picture or a picture that's revealing.
That's so good, babe. Can I add one?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another way that men test you. And this is people in general. And I'm not going to say that this is even conscious. I think a lot of times this is subconscious. And it's by not following through with what they say they're going to do. And this is huge. This is why we teach our ladies in the Feminine Energy Academy. You choose men to be your husband based on your love list and their actions. Not how cute they are, not if they have big muscles, not if they're tall, dark, and handsome, not if they give you butterflies in your tummy, not if they're saying all the sweet things and they want to marry you and they've never met anyone like you before, and all the crazy stuff that men say to everyone, okay? You are going based on their actions and their follow-through game, okay? And like I said, it is very subconscious. So if a man is saying, oh yeah, we're gonna get together, I'm gonna come visit you, I'm gonna fly you out, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and there's no follow-through, babe, then that is a major, major red flag that you can slowly remove yourself from the situation. Once again, you are not triggered, you are not bothered, you're not arguing, giving him attitude, you're bored. You're moving on. You have other things going on in your life that you don't even notice him anymore. That's how you respond to feminine energy.
And that's a great point as well, because sometimes what happens with men, it'll just be conversation pieces, right? You know what, I can't wait to see you, I'm gonna come see you, you know, we're gonna meet up, and have no real interest in following through with it, right? It's just something to hold the conversation, or something to get those butterflies going, right? Kind of sensing the conversation and knowing that you're just right there hanging and waiting for him to say something good. So it's not that, I think, like you said, it's subconscious a lot, and it's not that, you know, the men don't follow through. It's really that they never had intention. So the first time it happens, you have to be really aware and, you know, be careful about just giving second, third, fourth opportunities when they make those statements initially.
Yeah, because you're training him that that's okay. He can treat you that way, right? And this is why it's so important. I believe women should rotationally date for marriage, so all your energy and emotion is not tied to one man until you are married. But anyway, we love you, girls. If you need help with this, if you need help with your feminine energy, working on your triggers, working on releasing any shame, anger, frustration from dating. These are a lot of things that women suffer in silence over, whether they've been divorced, they've been in situationships, they're dating right now. We got you, girls. Like, we have so many testimonials of women where, you know, the boyfriend now is the fiance or the husband, or they're starting to attract healthy men, they're coming out of abusive situations, and they're just having a way better dating life. So we got you.